thank you for your service. Thank you for your service and all your servicemen. I never was in the service because I had stomach trouble, no guts. But I appreciate all those that fought for me. I had to stay here and fight the war on poverty and take care of the women that they left behind. Anyway, I want to thank you all, and this is my maiden voyage, like he said. And I was running a little bit late. I told my wife, I said, we're late, so we got to speed. She said, I don't want you to speed. I said, I got to. I said, you just watch for police. If there's any cops, just let me know. I'm flying down the highway, coming here. She said, uh-oh. I said, watch for cops. She said, there's a cop behind us. I said, oh no. Does he have his blue light on? She goes, no, yup, no, yup, no. Sorry about that, honey. But, you know, I like the song you introduced me with, DJ. DJ Joyce, how God, I like it. She had that song, I don't know if you heard it, was It's a Man's World. She played that song for me. And it is a man's world. And it would be nothing without a woman or a girl. And I'd be nothing without my woman or my girl. My woman or my girl. Open. But no, it should be a woman's world. Really. I think it would be a better world if it was a woman's world.
That's right, yeah.
Is that right? To be less wars. You think twice before you send your children to war. We'd have a better environment. You'd have better food, better drinking water. I don't know why women don't rule the world. They have half the money and all the fa-la-la. You know what fa-la-la is? That's what chunk grab. You know, so it's like, and I was afraid of fa-la-la. I was deathly afraid of fa-la-la. Because, you know, my father, when I went my first really date, I don't know if you want to call it a date, I was 14 years old, I was going to the movies with my first girlfriend, and my dad said, you know, don't stick your peanut in that fa-la-la, it's got teeth, it'll bite it off. I believed him. I was frightened. That's why the day I got married, I was a virgin. Because I was afraid of that. You know, by the third day of our marriage, my wife said, you know, I don't know much about sex, but it seems like we should have consummated our marriage by now. And I said, I told her what my dad told me. He said, what's the matter with you? There's no teeth down there. Put on the light, go look. I did, I put the light on. I went down there, I looked. I said, no, Matt, no wonder you got no teeth. Look at the state of your gums. But I learned to like fa-la-la. I learned to love fa-la-la. You know, fa-la-la is a great thing. And women should run the world because they have all the fa-la-la. I mean, men will do anything for fa-la-la. They've gone to jail for fa-la-la. They lost their family, their houses for fa-la-la. They've given up their thrones for fa-la-la. They paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars for fa-la-la. So girl, you want to rule the world? Control that fa-la-la. You know, but that was a long time ago. Like Tavi said, I've been married 50 years. 50 years to a wonderful woman. And some people get less time for murder. You'd be out by now, Donna. But, you know, everybody asks, 50 years. What is the secret? What is the secret 50 years of marriage? And I said, well, on our honeymoon, both me and my wife, we love horses. Oh, we love horses. So we rented a couple of horses to go riding. And my wife, she got a horse. Her horse was very rambunctious, kind of wild. And I said, you want me to take that horse? You can have mine. Mine is pretty gentle. She said, I can handle it. I said, okay. So we rode the trail. We went down the trail. A couple minutes down the trail, that horse bucked her, knocked her to the ground. I said, you okay? She said, I'm fine. She got up, she grabbed that horse by the mane, she looked him in the eye, and she said, that's the first time. I said, whoa. She got back on the horse. We went riding a little bit more. A few minutes later, that horse threw her again. She fell off the horse, hit the ground. She got up, she grabbed that horse by the mane, she looked him straight in the eye, she said, that's the second time. Whoa. She got back on that horse. We went riding down the trail again. Sure enough, third time, he threw her off that horse. She got up, she grabbed that horse by the mane, she pulled out a gun, she shot that horse dead. I couldn't believe it. I said, what's the matter with you? Are you crazy? Are you crazy, woman? She looked at me, she grabbed me by the hair, she said, that's the first time. We've been married 50 years, no arguments, no fights. It's been great. And I did a lot of things in those 50 years. I was a drywall carpenter. I was a police officer, detective. Now I'm a hypnotist. But I enjoyed. Yeah, I'm going to hypnotize you tonight. None of this shit is funny. I'm making you laugh because you're in hypnosis. But one of the things I want to do, I want to run a nightclub. I want to own a nightclub. Because I love the nightlife. And I had a chance, and I learned about it, and I said, like, I don't want no part of this nightclub shit. Because I managed the band club, which ain't down the street. You've probably heard. Cape Verdean Band Club down the street. I ran that for about a year. And it was horrible. Because nobody shows up for work, and then you gotta fill in. You gotta fill in on a Saturday. So now I'm bartending. But you know what? Bartending ain't bad. I bet that bartender will tell you. You get a chance to meet different people, wonderful people. All kind of different people. I remember Manny. I love Manny, my Portuguese friend. Manny, he's only been here about 10 or 15 years. I mean, he was an immigrant Portuguese. I think there's a technical word for that. Greenhorn. And he came in one day, and I said, how you doing, Manny? He said, I'm very, very mad. I said, well, you're not going to believe what happened to me. I said, what? He said, I come home, and my wife, she's crying. I said, Maria, what's the matter for you? Why are you crying? She says, go and see your daughter. So Manny said he goes and went out to the daughter. He said, what's the matter, my princess, my sweet little princess? What's the matter? She said, Papa, I'm pregnant. Who did this to my daughter, my wonderful daughter? Who is this? This man's going to have to marry you, and he's going to move on the third floor, and you're just going to have the third floor. She said, he's already married. And he says, what? He's married. You call him right now. I want to talk to this man. I want to talk to him right now. She called him up. Manny got on the phone. He said, I want to talk to you man to man. You get my daughter pregnant. I want to talk to you man to man. He said, okay. And he said, a little while later, he shows up. He pulls into the driveway. He almost knocked down my Mary in the bathtub in the driveway. He's got white hair. I said, he's an old man. He's married. He's an old man. He gets my daughter pregnant. I was very upset. He comes in the house, I tell him, what are you gonna do? You get my daughter pregnant. Tell me what you gonna do. He said, I'm sorry, but here's what I'm gonna do. If it's a boy, I'll give him $1 million and my house in the Hamptons. Oh. If it's a girl, I'll give her $1 million and my house on South Beach in Miami. I said, Manny, what did you say? He said, well, I looked him straight in the eye. I told him, and if she has a miscarriage, you're gonna fuck her again. He's a great guy, I love him. But I don't know if you ever know Gus the Gambler. Gus the Gambler. When I was tending bar, Gus comes in. He loves to gamble, that guy. And I'm a gambler. I used to be a big time gambler. My wife made me stop. Thank God. I would have lost everything. But Gus comes in and he says, hey, I hear you're a gambler. I said, yeah, what? He said, I'll bet you $25 I can bite my eye. I said, well, I'll take that bet. I put down $25. He pulls out his glass eye and he goes, huh? I said, you son of a bitch. I gave him the $25. The next day, he comes back. He says, I feel sorry for you, Alan. I'm going to give you a chance to get your money back. I said, yeah? He said, I'll bet you $50 I can bite my other eye. I says, well, I know you're not blind. I'll take that bet. I put up $50. He took out his false teeth. He bit his other eye. I said, get out of here, Gus. Get out of here. I'm not dealing with you no more. But he came back the next day. He said, Alan, I feel sorry for you. I said, don't feel sorry for me. He said, I'm going to give you a chance to get all your money back. He said, I'll bet you $100 that I can stand on your bar. You put a shot glass at the other end of the bar. I will pee into that shot glass and I won't get a drop on your bar. And I said, oh, wait a minute, Gus. Wait a minute. You're going to stand here. You're not going to move. You're just going to pee from here. And I'm going to put my shot glass way over here. And you're going to pee all the way over here into my shot glass. You're not going to get another drop on my bar. He said, yep, $100. I said, I'll take that bet. I give him $100. Son of a bitch. He gets up on the bar. I said, oh yeah. I took the shot glass. I put it the farthest place I could find on the bar. And then I said, you're going to stand here. You're not going to move. You're going to stand here. You're going to pee from here, stand on my bar. You're going to pee from here into that shot glass and not get one drop on my bar. He said, yep. I said, $100. He said, yep. I said, you take that bet, wouldn't you? Would you take that bet? I took that bet. $100. There you go. He gets up, Gus gets up on the bar. I put the shot glass way over there. He gets up there. He goes like this. He pissed all over my bar. I said, give me my money. Give me my freaking money. He gives me, I won. I got $100. I grabbed the rag of it. I'm cleaning the bar. I clean the bar. I get to the other end. I see my brother, Roger. Maybe some of you know him. I said, what's the matter, Roger? He looked down. I said, what's the matter? He said, I bet $1,000 son of a bitch would piss all over your bar and you'd laugh about it and clean it up. I buy Gus. Gus can't come here no more. But anyway, we had a good time at that place. It was a great place. I loved working there. I meet all kind of people. I made some money there, I lost some money. But it was a good place. It was a good place. But, you know, like I said, me and my wife, we love horses. And I had a horse. And beautiful, she was a beautiful horse. I didn't know it was a male or a female till after I bought it, but I called it Maverick. Later I found out it was a female horse, but that was okay. You can have Maverick women, right? And then, you know, then we had kids and stuff, and the kids didn't like the horse. They were afraid of the horse, and it was, you know, I'd get the hay and all that stuff. I said, like, you know what? We got to sell the horse. So I put the horse up for sale. I wanted $1,000 for that horse, beautiful horse. People came, looked at it, they wanted to buy it and everything else, and then I got sick of showing the horse for people. It got to be a pain in the neck. Then one day, this little guy, I don't know if it's politically correct, but he was a midget. He must have been about this big. He says, and he's got a lisp. He says, "Mister, you got a horse for sale?" I said, "Yeah, I got a horse for sale." "Can I see it?" I said, "Yeah." So he came. Excuse me for talking while you interrupted. I'm sorry. Anyway, he looks at the horse. He said, "Oh, this is a beautiful horse." He says, "Can I touch her mane?" I said, "Sure, you can touch her mane." He says, "Can you pick me up so I can reach it?" I pick him up. He grabs the mane. He says, "Okay, thank you." I put him down. "Excuse me, Mister. I said, "What now?" He said, "Horse's teeth is very important. Can I see her teeth?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead, look at her teeth." He said, "Can you pick me up?" I picked him up. He looks at the teeth. He says, Oh, she got nice teeth. You can put me down now." I put him down. I'm getting fed up with this now. He's short, but he's fat and heavy. Then he says, "Mister." I said, "What?" He said, "Can I see her twat?" I said, "You want to see it?" "Yeah." I picked him up. I lifted up the horse's tail. I shoved his head in that fa-la-la. I twisted him around, and then I threw him on the ground. Mister, I'm sorry. You misunderstood me. I want to see her twat. I want to see her run." I felt bad about that. I felt bad. But then the horse died. I didn't sell the horse, but the horse died. And I said, "What am I going to do?" I had $1,000. I was selling that horse for $1,000. Now I had a dead horse. What the hell am I going to do? So what I did was I got some raffle tickets. And I said, $20 to buy a thoroughbred horse. You get a chance. $20 to buy a horse worth $2,000, $3,000, but I was selling it for $1,000. And I said, $20. I sold 200 tickets. 200. I got $4,000 worth of ticket for that dead horse. Now, wasn't that brilliant? Wasn't that brilliant? Of course, the person that won, he said, "Hey, this horse is dead." I said, "Okay, here's your $20 back." So that was a pretty good deal. So I learned that. I learned that from Tommy's raffles, because he used to raffle off color TVs and all this stuff. You go, buy a chance, 3 for $20, win a color TV, win a Mercedes. And it was like, wow. And then you go to the drawer and he goes, the winner was John Doe from Fall River. You know, and nobody won. You didn't even have the car or anything else. I didn't apply it. But he had the money. So that's what I learned. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. But my wife don't want me to tell this story, but I got to tell this story. When I was in college, those guys, we were looking for roommates and stuff like that, because I was traveling back and forth to Boston. And this guy told me, he says, are you looking for a room to rent? I said, yeah. He said, you want to go with me? I said, I got no problem going with you. He said, well, nobody wants to go. I want you to let you know that I'm gay. I said, I'm not homophobic. I don't care about gays. He said, well, me and my boyfriend, we live together. He's looking for a job. I said, I got no problem with that. I said, as long as you know, I like women. Don't bother me. I got no problem with that. He says, okay. So I moved in with Bruce and his boyfriend. His boyfriend, Fran. And so it was no problem. We were living there in the apartment. We had good. I was going to school. And me and Bruce were going to school together. Fran was looking for a job. Then one day, Fran comes home. He tells Bruce, guess what? I got a job today. So goody. So then that morning, I go by their bedroom. There's Bruce. He's masturbating with a condom on. I said, what the hell are you doing? He said, oh, Fran got a job, so I thought I'd pack him a lunch. So, anyway. But you can reuse a condom. You can reuse a condom. Condoms can be reusable. I know some of these people use a condom once. You can reuse a condom. All you have to do is turn it inside out and shake the fuck out of it. But anyway. Don't say, oh Lord, I don't want to come in here. He'll strike me, man. He'll strike me down. I usually don't swear. I'm a Christian. I go to church every week. But anyway, I want to thank you all for giving me this chance to come up here and try and entertain you. Before I leave, and before Tommy throws me out of here, I want to give you something. All right? And I'm not going to give you money. I'm just going to show it to you. I just want to show it to you. And I want you to take this with you. I'm not going to give it away. But if I was to give it away, would anybody take this? Raise your hand if you'd take this. All right. How about now? How about now? All right. I don't care if you were beat on, stepped on, kicked, or anything else. You still have worth. You still have value. Never forget that. You always have value. So my time is up. Thank you for yours. Have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow.